Dziś rano o godzinie 5:40 oddziały niemieckie przekroczyły granicę polską, łamiąc pakt o nieagresji. Bombardowano szereg miast. Za chwilę usłyszą Państwo komunikat specjalny.
A więc wojna. Weszliśmy w okres wojny.
The Second World War began with a lie. On August 31st, 1939, German SS operatives staged a fake Polish attack on the Gleiwitz radio station. Dressed in stolen uniforms and leaving behind a murdered civilian as evidence. Hitler used this staged incident as justification for the invasion he already wanted. For him, Poland was not a border dispute. It was the opening move in a racial crusade. After First World War, the Treaty of Versailles restored Poland and created the Polish Corridor, giving the new state access to the sea. The city of Danzig, mostly German, became a free city under the League of Nations, something Hitler saw as a national insult. Throughout 1939, Hitler escalated demands, annexing Danzig, built a German highway throughout the corridor, and effectively reduced Poland to a puppet state. Poland, backed by guarantees from Britain and France, refused, but Hitler's motive was far darker than territorial revision. His worldview, expressed in Mein Kampf, centered on Lebensraum, live in space in German. He believed Germans were destined to conquer Eastern Europe, and the Poles, Slavs, and Jews were subhumans, to be displaced or destroyed. The invasion of Poland was not just a military operation, it was the beginning of a genocidal vision. Germany's biggest strategic problem was the Soviet Union. Attacking Poland risked a two-front war. So in August 1939, the world was stunned when Nazi Germany and the USSR signed the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, a non-aggression agreement between ideological enemies. Hidden inside was a secret protocol dividing Eastern Europe into German and Soviet spheres of influence. Poland would be split between them. Hitler now had a green light. Stalin would not intervene. Germany's invasion plan, Fall Weiß, Case White, pioneered a new style of warfare, blitzkrieg, also known as lightning war. Coordinated attacks by tanks, motorized infantry, and the Luftwaffe aimed to break enemies' lines before they could regroup. At dawn, on September 1st, 1939, the German battleship Schleswig-Holstein fired on the Polish garrison at Westerplatte. Moments later, Stuka dive bombers attacked the Chev Bridge. Then came Wieluń, a town destroyed despite having no military value. Poland's defense strategy relied on holding the entire border, hoping Britain and France would quickly attack Germany. But this stretched Polish forces thin and left them vulnerable to German armored breakthroughs. Germany fielded over 2,700 tanks and 4,000 aircraft. Poland, on the other hand, had around 600 mostly obsolete tanks and only 400 planes. The imbalance was overwhelming. Despite impossible odds, Polish forces fought with extraordinary bravery. At Westerplatte, just over 200 defenders resisted thousands of Germans, Stuka bombardments, and artillery for 7 days, becoming a symbol of national courage. But valor could not stop blitzkrieg. By early September, German forces encircled major Polish armies west of Warsaw. General Tadeusz Kucherba launched a bold counterattack at the Bzura River, the largest battle of the campaign. For days, the Poles inflicted heavy casualties and disrupted German plans, but superior German air power and reinforcements crushed the offensive. 170,000 Polish soldiers were captured. The road to Warsaw lay open. As Poland desperately regrouped in the southeast, hoping for Allied help, disaster struck from the east. On September 17th, 1939, the Soviet Union invaded. Over 450,000 Red Army soldiers crossed the border, claiming falsely that Poland had collapsed and they were entering to protect civilians. Poland was now fighting two totalitarian powers at once. Its defense plan was shattered. Warsaw resisted as long as possible. German tanks reached the city on September 8th but were repelled. For 3 weeks, Warsaw endured relentless bombardment. Hundreds of tons of explosive falling daily. With no food or water and no hope of relief, the city finally surrendered on September 28th. The last Polish units fought until October 6th. After 35 days, the campaign was over. Poland suffered catastrophic losses. Tens of thousands killed, hundreds of thousands wounded or captured. The nation was partitioned between Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union. For Poland, this marked the beginning of 6 years of brutal occupation, oppression, and genocide. For the world, it was the beginning of the deadliest conflict in human history. Britain and France declared war on September 3rd, but launched no major offensive. This inaction became known as the Phony War. The invasion of Poland was not merely the part of World War II. It was the moment Europe plunged into darkness. Hitler got the war he wanted, but unleashed a global conflict he could no longer control. And with this, if you liked this video, feel free to support us by liking, subscribing, and commenting down below. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.